Hello, Travis. I'm Weiron. It's my pleasure being your coach. Thank you, first of all, for using Races 360. And I have to say, I was really excited and very thrilled to be watching your onboard because I think everything that you've done up until now has been perfectly executed. I mean, the lap times I recorded down for you was a 150.5 on your first lap. Then you got down to 149.6, 149.7, and then 150.7 on the last lap, but then you hit traffic. So overall, very consistent, and I'm very impressed. That's super good stuff. And that to me is not something an amateur would do. So you're definitely an experienced driver. And what we're looking now to improve further is actually just fine tuning some bits. In all honesty, there's not much from this video that I could pinpoint out and see that you're doing anything majorly wrong. But I'm very happy to see that we can still fine tune some areas just to, again, we're talking minuscule, maybe a tenth here, half a tenth in some areas, just again to be that super precise, because I think you're at that level now as a driver to be just trying to shave off a couple of tenths in some areas just to, again, bring that lap time down and to get maximum accuracy, to extract everything you can from this car on this track. And so here we go. Let's have a playback at your onboard. I'm here now on the second lap because this was the best lap that I've recorded down at 149.6. So here we go. I'm just going to put the volume up ever so slightly so we can hear it just in the background. And going through turn one, I thought what your braking point was good, turn-in point was great, nailing the apex here, good on the exit, no comments, almost flat out through turn two, then again down and up the hill into turn three. Very good job. And this is what I like here. I'm just going to pause very quickly. You're braking at the 3 mark. Very good job. Hard on the braking, using all your track position now is perfect, using all of the straight road on the brakes. Turn-in point is beautiful. Just before the cone, excellent. Hitting and nailing the apex here at turn 3. A lot of people miss this corner because it's sort of in a way like it's a little bit blind, isn't it? Like coming down on the braking zone. But you nailed this perfectly. Beautiful job here. And for me, I really love this. Well done, Travis. Like your track position going into turn 4 is beautiful. You're at the optimum place right now to get a great punch out of turn 4. So beautiful job here. Turn-in point is great. You're getting on power extremely early, which I really like because you're maximizing the full downhill camber of this corner, and you're just maximizing all of that. So beautiful job. Nailing the apex, getting a beautiful exit and down and a good run down into turn 5. Now, turn 5, for me, the entry is very good. You're placing the car well. You're turning in a little bit early, but that's fine because you're maximizing, again, using the full use of this uphill camber. And you're in the grip area right now, so that's very good. But one thing I noted down is that we can try and possibly, at this point in time, just try and open up the steering wheel a little bit sooner as soon as you start to pick up throttle. So now we can see we're about 50% throttle. We want to start and open up the steering wheel just a little bit sooner. And I would try and aim for that cone right there. So I would aim for this cone over here. That's where I like to place my car and exit. And I think you're almost there. This is, again, very small things. We do get there, but we're leaving a couple of inches to our left, just over here. So we just pay attention to this part. We're just losing a couple of inches to our left. If I just rewind that, if I just forward that a little bit, there is like, I would normally just get on the curb, just utilizing more of that track on exit, just because I want to make turn 6, the next corner, just much easier for myself. I just want to open up that radius a little bit more, make it easier for myself, and just scrub less speed overall, because you're not braking going up this hill, and you're almost flat out, just a tiny lift to rotate the car. So what you want to try and do, again, remember, we're just being very minusculely precise here, and we just want to extract as much as we can. So the less speed we scrub going into turn 6, means the less angle you use going into turn 6 will just help you, again, carry all of that speed going down into 7. So that's what we're trying to find right now. You're at that level. We want to get everything we can. So turn 7, beautiful on the brakes, beautiful and turn in. Great job over here using that apex just enough, not too much of it so that it bounces you off. And good, again, very good track position, preparing for turn 8. However, at turn 8, we're just missing the apex. Well, not missing the apex, but we're just not fully utilizing what we have on track again. I would put my car on top of this curb right here, right? But not so much that I am crossing this part of the curb. So I don't want to be, I'm just going to put this in blue. I don't want to be on this area, because that area, you can see how there is a slight change in, you know, here it's slanting down, you got a lower side of the camber, and then here is just a little bit higher. If you're on this side of the curb, that'll just bounce you off. But if you just nick this part, just kiss the curb on the left here, it'll help you hook around the corner a little bit better. You have a little bit more grip on the inside, and that will just help you shave off again. Even if it's half a tenth, imagine half a tenth here, half a tenth on the exit of turn 5, that's already 1/10. That's the kind of time we're trying to find right now. So hook this corner right here. We're missing it just a bit. We're kissing the white line, which is fine. But again, we're just looking to be extremely, extremely precise. So remember using this curb. You use it in the next one, which means that you're definitely able to do it. Great track positioning. This is what I like to see. This is what we're doing right here. So using all of that curb, and this is what we want to do at turn 8. So beautiful job through 9. Great preparing for 10. Good job getting back on power. 11 is perfect for me. Again, I'm just going to pause here very quickly. I would again aim to, I'm just going to rewind that. Again, I would just aim to open up the wheel a little bit more, just knowing that you're anticipating turn 11. It's a quick right-hander. And if you just aim for, sorry, I'm just going to put that in red. If we just aim towards this cone again as the exit, this is a good marker. We know that, okay, I'm going to aim for that exit there. So then it gives you an idea, even before you approach the corner has now opened up just a little bit more, which means also that you use less steering, you're scrubbing less speed, and you're just carrying more. So again, just an idea, something worth trying, because again, we're just leaving a little bit of room here on the exit. So we can afford to just use more road on the exit, which means you can get on power early, turn a little bit less. So something definitely worth trying. Good, coming into 11. Now, what I really like is you're carrying so much speed going into 11. You're braking at a beautiful, beautiful place. Track positioning again is, wow, you're really, really good at that. Maximizing the full width, using all of that curve on the inside. Now, something I would do slightly different here is, I think your track positioning here is not great, because we are then compromising ourselves going into 12, which means that you have to do a big lift going into 12 and then having to work all your way back to the left to prepare for 13 before you run down the straight and you're flat out all the way until 17. So what I would do here is I would place my car on, so hang on a minute, let me just rewind that. I would compromise getting on the power too eagerly here, and I would aim to place my car at least the middle of the circuit, or at least towards middle to right of the circuit. So we just fast forward here. I'm just going to take that away. I would place my car over here, for example, middle to the right, just so that, because when my car is placed to the right, I'm just, again, it's simple physics. We're just opening up the corner, making it much easier for ourselves to get through 13. And the thing is, with this sequence of corners, you're compromising the exit of 12, but only because we want to prepare for a good exit at 14. So not even the exit of this corner. We're preparing for turn 14. Why? Because at 14, we're on the exit of 14. We're going to be flat out all the way until 17, right? So if we prepare our car track position further to the right here, we would then have to lift less to get through this tight corner. We would then be in a better position to be on this side of the circuit. and they'll basically the balance of your car, you won't be shifting, and it'll be much easier on your tires as well, moving doing all of these direction changes. You'll be much better prepared going into turn 14. And again, you will have to just lift less going into 14, and you'll be able to get on power much easier, much smoother coming out. And you're going to be, because you're going to be flat out all the way until the back of the circuit. So remember, this is just one of the bigger major things that I found on this video. Just car preparation. You've done that in all the previous corners. This is something to think about. We are preparing exit of 12 for the exit of 14, right? So I'm just going to play this one more time. Just stay a little bit more to the right, easier on 13, so that you're better prepared for 14. So you won't feel like, oh, you're doing so much turning in such a short amount of time. Just giving yourself a little bit of a breathing space as well. Everything from here on is pretty much spot on. So well done, Travis. Nailing again this apex. Great on the braking. Going into the last corner. Beautifully done. I like that you're keeping it nice and tight over here, because you know that you're still within the camber and you're not going to be drifting off track. Beautifully done. Able to get on power early, and you're flat out all the way to the start finish line. So really good job, Travis. I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. I'm very happy to see this. So remember those things to work on: 5, 8, 11, and 12. I'll put that all down in the goals and coach's notes. Keep up the good work. Keep up the consistency. I really like to see this, and I hope to see you at the next one, maybe on a different circuit. Let's try and work on things. All the best.